Hey Mountain Kids, this is Rob Boyd with a little more outdoor core, and this is another installment in the third grade year of the Mammal Mountain Kid tracking and exploring. So when you're out walking around in the woods or around your yard, because really mammals are all around us all the time, they often show up when our backs are turned, but we can find out that they were here by what they left behind. We know that they leave scat. They often leave the imprint of their bodies where they laid down as they bed down, and they also leave their tracks. So when you're out and about looking for signs of mammal, you can look around and find tracks. And so you want to get to know your tracks pretty well. There are lots of good books out there that you can use to help you identify what different tracks are. You want to be able to measure how wide the track was and how long the track was. That way, the shape of it overall, I know that as you look at this track, I know you know what it is. So go ahead and say it. Yep, it's a mule deer. The depth is not really too helpful because it depends the kind of soil. This right here is very muddy, and it was more muddy recently. I can see that there's a couple of little things in this track, so I don't know exactly when it was left. It would have been left probably in the last week, I'm guessing, when the snow melted from the ground here. But go out, check it out. Snow is a wonderful thing to track on because it holds the tracks really well temporarily, but it picks them up right away. It's so easy to track in the snow. It gets a little tougher in the spring, but because the ground is soft and often muddy, we can also pick up tracks quite well here. So I'm just focusing on this one mule deer track. I know you've seen these many times, but get to know them. And when you find one track, don't just say, mule deer, and check it off. I want you to follow that and say, okay, which way was it facing? Which way was it going? And let me see if I can find another track and another track. And you just continue to go and see if you can ultimately tell a story about what that particular mule deer did, where it went, why it went where it went. Was it with other mule deer? Was it by itself? Anyway, one way or another, it all starts with a single track. So go out and find one, and happy exploring. Take care.